More people join in and then we'll start. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just logging in. Hi, Shamila. Good evening. Hope you all had a good weekend. And yes, tomorrow is happy Lodi. I wish everyone and their families and friends a very beautiful Lodi. Uh, Even if you do not celebrate, just enjoy it. It's a beautiful festival in northern Punjab, northern India. Just, I love it. Hi, JH. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, JH. Guys, thanks for joining in on Sunday night. I know it's cold, uh, and there is lots and lots of destruction has happened in LA. I pray for them. Uh, I'm trying my best to do whatever I can to help them. So if you can contribute to them, please do. There's no harm in helping in whatever means you can. This time, those people need our help. So we should do that. Okay, so in a moment, we'll do some analysis. So last week, again, we'll start from ES and NQ, and then we'll talk about some scans, and then we'll go to the individual stocks. I'm going to just remove this. So last week, we talked about the back test of 59, 6,005. If you remember, 6,005 was the level where I wanted to have a close above it. And above 60.35, 60.30 area, I wanted to have a positive momentum. It went to 60.35 one moment, like 60.45 to be precise, but then it just came back. Lost the 34 DMA, EMA as well as the 12 EMA. Right now, the market momentum is, or the trend is negative. It is actually making head and shoulders. If you want to see right there, this is a very important area. Like this is where we had the what you call election day number 70, 57, 90-ish area. This is where things started to move. Uh, right here, I think 11.7 was the rate, right? Yeah, this is 11.7. This is the bottom from where we started to took off. So we are still about 50 points away from it. I would say if you are not in a position, better to wait for that. Let it come and see how the market is going to react. Also, I've been always vocal that yes, inflation is going to come back since the middle of last year. It took its time, but it's coming back. And now you can all see all the uh, numbers. They're just responding to a higher inflation. So this week we have both CPI and PPI. So market will be really volatile until like last week, everybody was in a frenzy that yes, market is going to go for 6,500, 65. Yes, it will go, but not in a straight line. It needs to cool off. It needs to address that yes, the inflation numbers and the rate cuts, they are not going to come. People are still expecting two. I even doubt about two cuts this year. I think one, two, maybe at max, but that all depends on the policies which comes from the regime change on January 20th. As of now, everyone is assuming that yes, there's going to be inflation because there's going to be add-on tariff, and add-on tariff only increases the price of the items, and when the prices increases, the expenditure will increase, the expenditure will increase, the demand, like it's a cycle, net. So inflation is going to be there. If there are no policy changes extreme as the market is expecting, then yes, we will have some really good momentum. But as of now, everyone is waiting. Also, you can clearly see the red lines, which are right here. This shows the negative sentiment, and negative sentiment is right there. It's peak and it's not coming down. So it means that yes, we still have some wiggle room. 5790 is one area where we could actually find some support, as this line will be there. Otherwise, 5720, I think will be a good retracement area. It will be roughly 8 to 10% on ES, like 6175, like 170 and 3, about 500 points. Not exactly 10%, but about 500 points. So this is going to be a really interesting. Also, let's expand our horizon and look at the weekly. Even at the weekly candles, right? Let's see. Since the, not even like right here, it's the May of 2024. Uh, there was one time when the 12 and 34 EMA came together. After that, it came together around October and November of 2024. And like it did not diverge, but they came close together. And since then, like right there, the market was 4,400. Okay. And market has gone up, come down to test this trend line, which is a very important line, went up, faced the resistance, came down, and now it's facing resistance. And you need to understand it faced quite a bit resistance here. It tried, failed, and now it's finally giving up. So 5720 on the daily basis, 5710, 11 on the weekly basis is a very important range. So if you have patience, and if you want to like see through CPI, PPI, and if they go higher, we might find the final good support around this range. If we lose this, then it's gonna be a very aggressive downside. Very aggressive downside. Right now, this is, and my concern is, look at all these things. This is TTM skills, which is clearly telling me that even if it is going up, that exit from longs. Again, intraday, you can have anything, but having a market view, uh, this can actually come, uh, like as I said, 5791 is a very good support from the election night. If we hold it, it's good. If we do not, then we'll at least test 5710. So you have two numbers to be mindful of: 5790. That's where you can try some longs if you want to. If you want to do short, you can do short anytime, even right now. Or if you want to be a patient person, 5710, if it comes, that's where you go in. And this may come right before the earnings, and after the earnings, we may see what is the direction of the market. Right now, we have TSM numbers coming into this week. So chips will see some clarity in terms of direction. But all in all, it's a wait and watch game. If you try to have a position overnight with Trump, you may get chopped really, like brutally. It's better to close the position overnight, because with Trump, overnight position will be either multi, it will simply multiply or it will simply vanish. That is going to happen with Trump. He'll tweet something and all of a sudden you will see 100 points down on ES and 300, 400 points down on Nasdaq. So just be careful on that. So net, I'll not be interested in going long unless and until we see 6,000 and above, like in terms of trend. Intraday, you can pick one stock. Like Friday, we picked up Snow, and Snow worked well. Even if the market was doing down, Snow did work well. So intraday choices are different, but a market view on a daily and a weekly time scale is totally different. Again, if you have any other opinion, please feel free to share that on the chat. And I will also share the Zoom link later in the session where we can have a collaborative session as well. All right, so be careful. Short is right now the theme. Better to wait. And if you do not like to short, there's no need to worry. Like always in the long term, market goes higher. So if you are a person who has missed all this momentum, you're going to get a very nice opportunity pretty soon. So as I said, 57.90, you can clearly see. If you see right here, like this is where market, it found the resistance one, resistance two, it gave the support one, support two. Now, whether it will be break of support three and creation of resistance three, that is something we need to figure out. And that area is around 57.90 to 58.20. This is a very tight area. So again, if you wait, you will see. How do we know any kind of trend reversal in our situation? So trend reversal happens whenever you see these kind of dodges. Like whenever you start to see the dodges, like right here, right here, right here. Dodges is like whenever you try to see these kind of candles anywhere, that is a clear indication of trend reversal. Like right here, you see the dodges are there. Dodges are there. It was telling you that yes, done, done. I'm not interested in long, done. Dodges, 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 and then boom, down, boom, down. So whenever dodgy is there, and that becomes the candle either at the top, like right here, or at the bottom right here, that is a confirmation that yes, trend change is coming. And that's why dodgy leads to a morning star and an evening star. And those are my beautiful setups, which I have 100% trust. So whenever they are there, just use the logic to trade them. They are very, very beneficial. All right, so this is about ES. So again, any rise will be now have stiff resistance. Now all this area where it was finding some support, now this area of 5,900 or 58.90, roughly like 58890 to 5,905. This will be resistance. It will not be easy to cross this. And if and one way of knowing the resistance and the support is the price starts to spend time over it. Like if it has to break the range, it will break it and go away. If it starts to spend more and more time here, like at let's say, for example, 9:30, the market is around, for example, 58, 80, 85. And until 11:30, or maybe let's say 10, it is not able to clear 58.90, 5905, and it was at 58.90. It means it has accepted that, yes, this is the resistance and I cannot go beyond it. And the moment an hourly close happen, and this is usually happens at around like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and you can know that hourly close is always very, very interesting. So whenever there is an hourly close and the market is not able to clear a tough area, it will just go down. Similarly, on the support side, if market is holding on to a support, like for example, right here, this is a support, and market is holding on to this support, for example, 57, right? So 57.20, 57.25, it is not breaking it. and it is spending some time here, it means it has accepted the support and it will go up. So that's very like simple way of trading, if you want to, but that's the approach. So right now it's breaking very important support 57.90. I think we will test very quickly. So be ready if you get an opportunity 57.90 to see whether it accept. Like you can try the strategy. Do not trade. Just see the 10-minute candle or the 15-minute candle, how much it spends time over there, and when it gives you a clarity, trade according to it. See, this year is not going to be an easy year. All the experts who became like, I don't want to take names, but it was a one-sided market and everyone who just sat on the bandwagon got money. The market knows how to give money, and market also knows how to take money back, multi-folds back. So be very, very careful. If you're not sure, do not trade. Do not look into the market. Market, like it's going to attract you. It will tell you, come, give me your money. It is going to do that. Let's get into NQ. So NQ is same. This is like a evening star right there. It is like ES was already negative in the trend because 12 EMA has already diverged below 34. Finally, NQ is also giving up. And this has happened in September, and now it is right there. So this is also really important. Now, support comes around, I would say, 20720, 20,720. So that's about 200 points away. So still not a good area to buy, but extremely good area to buy is 20,550. That is where we should find some really good support. So that's about 402% downward. That kind of equates the number. Uh, okay. It kind of equates the number uh, on ES, which comes around 57.10, 57.22% from here. So just be careful. Again, if you want to go long, you can be long on a stock specific trade, but do not try to go long on the index. You will get chopped. Even if you put 20, 30 point stop losses, they will be gone in a second. So it's going to be volatile. Better wait, understand, let market shake the weak hands and then enter. So level wise, 27, 20, 25, 35, they are good entries. Similar to like 57.92 and 57.10-20 range. So these are two important areas. If you are always a buyer, always wait for the right opportunity, this is the right opportunity area. If we lose them, then we can see some seriously aggressive cool off. That can be like this is 8% roughly, 8 to 9%. That can extend to 10 to 15%. So once this level is gone, then we can see about further. But as of now, no. If we find support, we can head towards back again to 6,100. Uh, on the positive side, I would say 21,000 has been a good support. Now 21,000 needs to act as a resistance. If we clear 21,000, yes, there's an opportunity about 21,000 for 200, 300 more points. That will be a back test of 34 EMA. But nothing as such in terms of positive trend because Apple is getting weak, Microsoft is already weak, Nvidia is getting weaker. Uh, Google is holding strong, Amazon was holding strong but giving up. Netflix is really, really weak. Last time we talked about Netflix at 880, now it's like 835 something. Tesla has already lost 25%. Tesla is getting weak. So the big stocks which make the index, they are getting weaker. If they are getting weaker, then it becomes difficult for the index to sustain higher. And all the small indexes which have seen some substantial moves, they are brutally like decimated in the last 1 to 2 weeks. And that's what happens, that yes, all these stickers look very nice when they go up, but when they cut in half in a day, people only realize that no, they are not the great of things. All right, so this is about index. So let's go and do some scans. Uh, let's do 12 crossing 34 in the S&P. Any ticker which is crossing 12 over 34 on a daily expiry. In S&P, oh, target is looking good. Delta is there. Equinix, this is good. I think Target can be a safe bet in this kind of a market. Target, Walmart, because these stocks have not gone higher in last few years, I would say. Target has been a very, very weak stock. But Target can be a really good buy. Healthcare, like Bristol Myers, they can also be good. I do not trade Keysight, but that's something if you want to look. Airlines are really good, uh, but again, they have already stretched. So whether it is a good time to enter in them or not is something you need to decide. But Target for me, Target, Walmart are really good, and healthcare are really good at this time. Then on bearish candle patterns, again, I want to see in my watch list. I'll just save it. And wait, this is only one. Okay, I didn't find anything. I need to fix this query. Let's look at inside day. Waiting for the results. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know what happened. There's no result from this. Anyways, so let's start from the big stocks one by one and let's talk about tickers. So let's start from Apple. Apple had the evening star set up right there. You can see that it's a dodgy candle at the top, right from the bottom, went up. Everything is turning negative. 235 was something which I said last time, that below 241 it can come to 235. It is weak and should go down further. I think this is the most uh, overrated company in the world after Nvidia. Uh, I think it has more downside. Like if it loses 235, just go short on Apple. I will not recommend long on Apple at this time. Apple is Apple is really struggling. Like their phones are not being sold, and that's their main uh, business. So be careful on Apple. If you are a long-term person, this was a bull flag which happened and it broke out. Now it's not able to sustain. It's going to come back, and if you lose this area, it's going to fall back all the way to 209. So be careful on Apple. 235 below, just sell it. Adobe, last time we thought that yes, dodges are happening, but no, it followed, broke, and then well below its area. Now it's like if you go back to 5-year candle, in the last 5 years, it's right at a very important support. You can see this is right where this was a good support area, went, it went up, it went up, it's now breaking that area. If it does not somehow manages, this is going to be a very tough year for Adobe. So Adobe is no trade for me at this time. It's very, very crazy. Extremely sold. Yes, there's a possibility of it bouncing back really strongly, but as of now, it's really, really strong. Like from 550 to 400, that's 150, almost 30% has been eradicated from a company like Adobe in span of a month. So just be careful. So I would not jump on Adobe, but yes, this is a stock which is coming in a territory at this time where it can bounce. Like you can see this red line showing that yes, negative impact is there. The yellow line is telling that yes, negative means is cooling off. But if you look at the DMI, DMI is clearly telling the negative momentum is still high. It needs to cool off. When it needs to cool off, only then there's a possibility that yes, Adobe can move higher. Same goes for AMD from 170. AMD has been like butchered. And I think with TSM's number coming, AMD can be really, really tough. This is an like let's increase the time frame. You can clearly see this is an area where it's not able to clean the 12 EMA at all. And it's like bearish engulfing on all the candles, which is not nice. And whenever you have a bearish, like this is inside week 1, 2, and 3, and the outcome is a breakdown. So the breakdown should continue and it should find support right here around 100 to 95. So I'm not happy with AMD at all. See, whenever the picture is not clear, just expand the time frame to higher time frame and you will have a much clearer picture. So AMD is really bad. Amazon is one which I think will be really good if it comes to like 218 Friday it came and then it 217 it was there and then it came to 221. But I still think like if I have to bet, Amazon may be the one bet I will be love to remain long. I am like going to watch this because Amazon, if you see in like years and years, like it was supposed to cross 4,000 few years back. It tried like this is 3,600. It tried many, many times, but failed. After that, it just went higher and made this. Now, if it comes back around that area, I think 195 to 200 will be extremely, extremely good area for Amazon. Again, the negative sentiment has started to begin. So no point, like, because 218 was a good support and it is now below 218 in the overnight hours. And looking at the Nasdaq, we still see there are some gaps at 2728. I think that would be a first area. Otherwise, 195 is extremely, extremely beautiful area for it to come. If you want to short, you can feel free to short. Then right now, see the market already went down 58.33. It's gonna sell 57.92 will be easily come. Like again, I'm just reiterating my fact. There are many people who have tried to like say these kind of challenges, this and that. They will come onto the screen with the screenshots that yes, the returns have returned 500%, 10%. Just focus on few basic things. You can do your own analysis, maybe 20 minutes in a day. You do that and then trade according to it. If you follow those people, you will not get anything. That's my take. Unless you do your own effort, your own time, you will not. So Amazon is a good buy. but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for 2728 now. Because 218 could not sustain, and now the market is getting weaker and weaker. So I'm gonna wait. I think the only hope I have if something has to work is this company called BA. If something has to hold, this was a breakout in BA from 137 to 180s. Now it has back tested 34 EMA, and it's making like very good consolidation. The moment it breaks above 173, it will run. It will run. And 168 is a 38 Fibonacci area as well. So stop loss is very small. They have earnings, and those earnings will be much better than you are anticipating. Because the CEO will be changed during this cycle, and things will be much, much better. So again, the money from the tech has to go somewhere. BA, CAT, John Deere, LMT will be the companies, and healthcare. Baba, this is dead as you can say. This I expected so much from it, but it failed, failed, and failed, and failed, and there's no end to its failure. So right now it's like you can see the dodgy at the top, dodgy, 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 and right now we have big down. I do not see any hope in China yet, unless they do something. The economy is getting really bad. So unless something comes out, I'm gonna avoid Baidu. Caterpillar. Caterpillar has already come down substantially, almost like 20%. Uh, but Caterpillar also depends on China. If China momentum is doing good, they will have more demand. More demand will be more big machines from CAT. Right now, that demand is gone. But I think with uh, LA, I don't think so. That's going to be a huge, huge market, but things will come for CAT. So keep an eye around 350. Again, it's on the negative side. Everything is negative at this time for CAT. So 350 is something really important. If it loses 350, yeah, it can come down to 343, 330. If you want to try long only after 375. CAT is not there yet. See, the 12 and 34 is negative, so the negative momentum is there. Then coin, someone asking was Bitcoin. Coin, Bitcoin, and MSTR, they have gaps, and those gaps will be filled. It's just a matter of time. Like, if you really want to trade coin, you need to have a close above 34 EMA, which is 275. Uh, right now, Bitcoin is around 95,000. So I really don't know because Bitcoin momentum of market is really, really difficult to judge. But if we lose 247, 248, it's going to come and do the gap, 196. It will happen in a day if it breaks this area. So be careful around 247. Be very careful around 247 on coin. Uh, Google is something which I'm also interested, like in Amazon. Google is showing strength. I really wanted to test 186, which is around $4, and I will try to do a ad here. If you want to do short on Google, you can clearly do it because it's below the 12 EMA. The TTM squeeze is telling me that yes, it's turning negative. Like reddish means, like green balls means that I'll explain. Like I'll spend 1 minute to explain. I don't know how many people understand this. So when you have the green dots and the blue, it means the positive sentiment is there. You can hold on to your long positions. Whenever you see blue, it means you need to start exiting out. The momentum is still positive, it is green, so you need to get out. And even if it was holding higher, everything was telling it out. Now the dots have turned red. It means you will have negative momentum and you need to quickly go out. And once you have the red candles and the green dots, it means the short is on. Here the long is on, here the short is on. And short is on right here. When it turns to yellow, it means that yes, enough of short, let's cool down, similar to this dark blue. So just use this. It's very useful. Just gives you an add-on information. Also have like market internals here. Whenever the ADR is like it's 0.224, 0.2446, it means that out of five stocks, one stock is positive and five stocks are negative. So this is the advanced decline ratio. PCR is a put call ratio, which is turning negative because the number of puts are getting higher. Point 0.8 point, like if it causes it clears one, it means that market is extremely negative. As of now, we have not seen that, but this is where it is. And in this negative sentiment, the 12 and 34 EMA for Google is positive. That's why I want to see 186. If it comes to 186, I'll be a buyer. Then after Google, what do we see?
I don't see. Can we try that again?
Hey, Google, stop. IWM. IWM is coming to a extreme point. Like it was trying to bounce, but this new inflation thing has turned negative, and the DMI, which is the indicator of the sentiment, has also turned negative. So as of now, it is telling me it can actually come down to 209, 2010. Let's see. 209, 2010 has been a very tough area for uh, IWM. So if it tests here and then bounce, it can go towards 235. If it loses, then we'll see a different story. But this was a like resistance, 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 found the support, found the support, found the support. So this 210 is extremely, extremely important area for IWM. Again, I do not expect anything positive. Let's see if it comes to 29 and we'll wait and we'll watch. As I said, healthcare and industrials may come into the picture. Lilly, uh, you see, now Lilly is telling that yes, the negative momentum is going away. It is turning red on the yellow. It means the short should not be there. It has closed above the 34 EMA, which is important and positive. So yes, Lilly can be a positive trade at this time. Your stop loss is like 791. If you find it near, you can go and uh, it can actually go towards 840, 845 very easily, really. So if market starts to go down and you want to spend some good money, I think Lily will be a good choice. Same goes for Humana Gaurabai. Humana and Lily, they work hand in hand. Same thing. It has turned positive, has closed about 12 and 34 EMA for 4 days now. So it's really positive. Even after hours, like it's almost $20 up. I don't know whether it's a news or something. I don't know. It's $20 up. Anybody has any idea on Humana why it is up $20? Mara will come, SR. Wait for Mara. Mara will come. I'm going sequentially. JPM. Uh, Last time we talked about JPM that yes, it's looking good. It can break high. But if interest rates are going to be higher and sustain high, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt JPM, and they have earnings in next 2 weeks. Earnings this week only. JPM has earnings next week. Uh, so all in all, I think JPM has a gap to fill, right? It needs to see if it holds 230 or not. If it loses 230, it will be bad. Right now, it isn't the positive momentum because 12 and 34 are there. It's holding well in this range. Uh, but there's no positive or negative. It's kind of a dull trade at this time. Maybe after the earnings, you will have some clarity. But like consolidation and then breakout, consolidation and a breakout is something which happens in JPM. So let's see. The moment TTM tells me there is a momentum, so possibility is there. Okay, so there's some Medicare good news and UNH. Let's look at UNH. It's only up like $13-15, but above UNH above 535 can be really good. And see, one important thing right here, you can see UNH is almost telling me that yes, there is something positive in it. The green line is also turning positive, the red line has come down. So you can keep an eye that yes, something is coming here. And if you invested last week on UNH, when we talked about it, that yes, it has the potential towards 535, it hit almost 535. Now, if it opens above 535 and it holds, you will see 550, 560 on UNH. All right, let's go back to Meta or Mara. Mara is doing really, really bad. Again, nothing concrete as of now. Still has 16 area to test. I think if Bitcoin breaks down this time, it may come down to single digit pretty quickly. So I'll be a little careful on Mara. Even with Bitcoin going higher, Mara was not able to see. Bitcoin only came down 10,000, which is 10%. Mara came down 50%. So it's little crazy on Mara. Uh, and these stocks are like momentum stocks. So I'll be careful. So the only stock which I'm positive right now is the healthcare ones, Humana, UNH, Lilly, 1BA, and that's it. Otherwise, all the stocks, I want them to cool off. So Mara, wait for 16. If 16 holds, it's good. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough. Meta is extremely, extremely positive, and you can clearly see same logic. It's coming to this point. Tomorrow, any dip in the Meta should be bought. The negative momentum is not there. The positive momentum is sticking high. The green line is going to be yellowish to blue, light blue. So I I would say anytime you find Meta around 600 to 605, it's a buy towards 650. Very easily buy. It is holding very strongly, and with TikTok news, anything is possible. 650 will be very easily. Uh, Gotta buy Nike. The main income has to come from China. China is not doing well. China has to do well. Microsoft, everything is negative. 418 is my last and important support. 38.2 is gonna lose it 410. Microsoft has been the laggard of all these things. So Microsoft, I think maybe a couple of more days, Microsoft will give you an entry, but not at this time. Microsoft is struggling, really, really struggling. Let it come around 410. 410, it has found the support multiple times. If it comes to 410 before CPI, PPI, because then everything negative has been digested, will go long. But if you try long here, it will be very choppy. And I really don't know. Anything can happen overnight, and there's something positive. I don't know, from somewhere, some tweet or something. That's why it's a little crazy to trade futures at this time. So it's better if we can see and add around 410. See, when many people are looking into Selch, I gave Selch short at 95 when it was right there. I remember it. Right now, I still don't think anything positive is happening in Selch. You can see. So DMI is this black, green, and red line. So black line is the strength. That yes, what kind of strength? What is the power of the stock momentum? Or there is one more indicator which is called Chaikin money flow. This tells you whether the funds are buying it or selling it. You can use that in addition to what you're doing. That's why I'm saying if you go into internet and will find people who are going to pump something, and you will get caught with a very bad state. So just verify everything before you do it. Right now, Selch is weak. Negative momentum is coming back. I have no trade on Selch. It's bad. After Microsoft, let's go to MU. MU is something which I am really interested. It needs to hold this 97 area. You can see this 97 area should be held. If it does, it's good. If it fails, because it created a plateau right now. You see, there's a plateau in this zone. There was a gap to this, and the gap again here, and the gap is still there. So this gap needs to hold. Also, the negative momentum is kind of cooling off. Anytime it comes to 97, 95, it's a buy. Loss of 95, exit, blind exit. Then we have Nvidia. Nvidia, I've been like calling it a short so many times. Uh, I think this time it's gonna break 131. It is struggling at 78% Fibonacci so many days. It's struggling really hard. The momentum is positive, but there's no strength in this move. Like when this went up, there was no strength. You can see this black line. And whenever you see no strength, the stock will revert very quickly. And it reverted everything in a day. So as of now, there is no strength. So I am little skeptical on Nvidia long. Let it come below 131, 132. Let's see after that. As of now, I am not interested in Nvidia. I will be interested only if it closes above 142. If it does, I will have some like strength into Nvidia. Uh, Roblox is something I'm really interested, which I mentioned last time as well. Roblox is telling me to exit into the long positions right now, and it's not able to clear anything. It's still flat. I don't know whether it is trading overnight or not. But if it comes around 57 to 59, I'm going to be really interested in Roblox. I think we did not do crowd this time. Let's do crowd. Crowd is turning negative and has also some gaps. So 340, and it's losing below 12 and 34 EMA both. So if it loses 343, which is the 50, again, it's a rejection from 61. Rejection from 61 leads to 38 and 23. So possible moves to 328 and 309 are possible on crowd. Tesla. Tesla is losing it. All the This move was just political move, and it was telling us that around this area of 470s, that yes, exit long, 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 and short. You can see the momentum has shifted so drastically into Tesla. Right now, it's every rise should be sold into Tesla. Every rise. TTD. This stock rallied really hard. Uh, I think the momentum is turning negative on this. Uh, it loses 117, come down to 108. 108 will be a really good area to enter, not in between. Either it needs to cross 125. Right now, it's like either it needs to cross this area or come here. In between, you will get chopped. So better wait for 108. It will come, 100% will come. Uber is really good. I mentioned Uber around 61 uh, because it turned the like you can clearly see it has turned right here negative, and it's going in this direction. Still a tight range. Uh, 64, 63 is something I would like to add Uber. Last Palantir is negative and can go down more. Can really go down more. It just went parabolic up for no reason, and now it's just going down. Like from if you are having positions on Palantir expecting it to bounce back, it may not happen. It may not happen quickly. Palantir can be tried at 62, but if it will fall, it will simply take away 62 area very quickly. So I'll not be trying to buy Palantir. So guys, anything else? I have 10 minutes. I can pick up any ticker you want me to check. Snow is something I'm really positive on. Anything like snow, you can see the negative momentum is turning positive. 158 is a really good area. Even on Friday, it was showing strength, and right now, even in after hours, it's not as dramatically down as compared to anything else. Quantum computer stock sucks. So again, like these are momentum stocks. Once you are not in it, you are not in it. If you try to buy them, you will regret your whole life. There is Lily. I already covered Naga. Uh, if you want to buy these stocks, buy when nobody is talking about them. You have to do your research. I just the TDD 108 and 125. Mana is okay. So there's a price upgrade. All right. So all these stocks which are like QBTS, RGTI, quantum stocks, say they are the stocks like when you have EV stocks in 2020, everybody was talking about EV, where those companies are now. Then there was a time when Tilray, CGC were 300 stocks. Now where are those stocks? $1. So you need to ride that momentum. That momentum turned RGTI from 1 to 30, 20. Now it's coming back to 7 or 8. This is not the right time. From 7, it can go down to 5, 6, 4. No, say you have to do your chart and ask me a question. I have taken a lot of requests from you. Ashish, CRM on the JE. CRM is down and it's below 317. The market momentum is turned negative. Uh, has a gap fill around 300. So let's see. It can hit that 300. But it is still away from calling a bottom. One thing which I've realized is whenever you have green line right here along with the top or green line here along with the red, that is where you will find the change in the momentum. You can see right here, it was around this point, it changed in the momentum. And then even if it went up, it quickly retraced because the black line has always gone down from there. So just few things in mind will have a clarity. All right, guys. Okay, let me do your PayPal. PayPal is, see, people went up because the demand went up. But if interest rates are going to be higher, demand is going to be difficult. So very, very critical area, 81, 82 for PayPal. If it loses it, it's going to come back to 77. 77 is a must hold for PayPal. I would not attempt any longs in PayPal until 77 is tested. 77 should be held and tested. Intel is as dead as Warren Buffett. It was looking good at one time, but no. With TSM numbers, see, Intel and AMD both they are the stocks which are based on desktops. Now the demand of desktops will increase based on AI or not. That's something which has to be viewed. As of now, there's no demand. Like I'm using my Steam laptop. I have like both Windows and MacBook. I don't feel any need to buy any AI driven laptop. I don't have any need. And it's working fine because all these services for AI are SaaS, a service available as solutions. So why would I need to have something on my own laptop? And that's the reason the demand for AMD and see, if I knew the future, I would sell everything and buy in that. Nobody knows about anything. Tomorrow, if World War happens, what will happen to the foundry? Nothing. So I really don't know about anything about future. I can only see what has happened in the past and what it is showing intermediate, maybe tomorrow or maybe 2 days from here. That's it. I cannot talk about like 6 months or 1 year from now. Uh, it's weak, but it's coming to an area where it has seen some support. So not easy to short, but it's if you want to invest, you need to give it a lot of time. Seriously, a lot of time. And if Nvidia starts to go down, it will automatically bring them down. Because if with Nvidia's move, they cannot make new highs. So if Nvidia's goes down, it will also go down with much quicker pace. This is TTM squeeze. I have combined TTM squeeze and DMI. That's it. All right, guys, it's almost an hour for me. Uh, I will take your leave. Hopefully, you will trade less and wait for the right opportunity because this market is not going anywhere. Let it correct wherever it wants to. And once that shadow is gone, most likely CPI is Tuesday. Let's look at that. Let me open investing.com. This is where I look at all my economic calendars. See, right now the bond markets are also cooling off. They are negative, but so this week, what we have, CPI is coming Tuesday. Expectation is same. The PPI is same. Core PPI, core CPI is Wednesday. CPI year on year on Wednesday. Jobs numbers, so lot and lot of data. I think Tuesday, if market is closing on lows on Tuesday, I think that will be something. good if you want to buy something. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye bye. Take care.